We are live.
Good morning. I know nobody's on yet, but if you are viewing this video later, good morning. So we are at Thursday, is it April 24th? No, 23rd. Hard to keep track.
Linda and Audrey are here.
Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Linda. Hope everyone had a good night's sleep.
Larry's here.
Morning, Larry. We'll just wait a couple minutes for people to join in since we don't have a ton of time together this morning before Planks with Pete. Certainly won't wait too long so I can get through most of what I have, if not all of it. But we'll give everybody a minute or so to join in for those who are up and ready to. If you ever join in a little late, you can wait until the class is over and then just start it from the beginning, which most of you I know go back and do. But if you do, and because I think it'll just keep jumping to where I am at any given moment, but then once the video is done, you can start from the beginning. Is that correct, Dave?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Dara and Bella are here too.
Good morning, Dara and Bella. So just for setup, a mat horizontal, kind of way I taught either body flow on Monday night or this wake up yoga on the other two Thursdays that I taught it. I will face you and we'll work both sides on certain things just so that you don't have to kind of think too much this morning about what I'm doing if you're not looking at your device. But there is a couple moments where I'm working on just one side and we just flip back and forth. So at that point you might want to just pay attention a little bit. In the beginning we'll just warm up just with some folds, get our bodies moving. I know we've all just woken up, and then get into our, vinyasa flow, I would call it, where we're just, that's something we'll repeat, our sun salutation, and then get into some strong stuff, moving. Really, this is about energizing yourself and just getting yourself to move and loosen up. And then we are followed up by Planks with Pete, where he'll throw in some push-ups and crunches and pull-ups or dips. So you have an energetic morning for the next hour. So let's go to the right side of your mat. And everyone just stand nice and tall. Maybe roll your arms back. Especially if you've been sleeping on your side, your shoulders might feel tight. And bring your arms forward. And good morning, anyone else who's joined in. And let's start our day. Breathe in all the way up. Exhale, and you're going to fold. I want your knees bent. Relax in your fold. And then roll yourself all the way up. We're going to do this about 5 times. Roll all the way up, roll all the way back down. Try to relax your back. Every time you're in your fold, soften the knees. Do not stress out your joints. 2 more times. Breathe in and exhale. 1 more time. And this time I want you to stay in your fold. And we're going to take our right leg back and then our left leg back and press into down dog. Now just come forward into plank and press back into your down dog. We're going to do that about 4 or 5 times. I want you to exhale as you push into your heels. Get a good stretch in your calves and your hamstrings. 2 more times, and then we're going to take ourselves through our sun salutation that you're going to want to try to remember, so you can flow through it more easily as we go through our practice today. 1 more time, back into down dog and hold. Now follow me into plank. You're going to lower your body down, drop knees if you need, and press your chest through. Find up dog. If you're a little low, you're in baby cobra. Curl your toes, you're into down dog. Step your right foot forward, and then your left foot forward, find your fold, inhale, and roll all the way up to extended mountain. Exhale, and come back to your fold. Let's do that again. This time, bring your left leg back. Then your right leg back, press into down dog. Bring your torso forward, plank. And lower down, press into up dog. Curl your toes, you're back to down dog. Step your left foot forward, then your right foot forward. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. This time, if you like, jump back. Or step back. Find your way to down dog. Shift your way forward. Engaging your core on the way. Now hold on as you lower your body towards your mat. Press yourself through your arms and your hands. Lift your chest. Up dog, curl your toes. You're back to down dog. Bend your knees, jump in or step in. Find your way back to fold. Inhale. Roll all the way up. Let's do that 1 more time. Roll yourself back to your floor. Jump or step back. Press your tail to the ceiling for down dog. And let's shift our way forward to plank. Lower yourself down. Once you come almost to the floor, press the floor away. Up dog. Now take a breath. Back into down dog. And I just want you to stay. Now take your right leg, lift all the way up to the ceiling, and draw your right knee in towards your nose. Press your right leg all the way up to the ceiling, and bring your knee on the outside of your right elbow. On this side, you may not be able to see that. Press your right leg all the way up for 3-legged dog, and return to down dog. Let's try it on our left side. Left leg lifts all the way to ceiling. Bring your knee under your body, straight towards your nose, and push your left leg all the way up. Now on the side, coming towards my left elbow, push your left leg back to 3-legged dog, and return to down dog. You can walk your feet a bit. Do that again on the right side. Lift your right leg straight up to your ceiling. Bring your right knee in towards your nose. Push your right leg up towards your ceiling. Bring your knee on the outside of your right elbow. Push your right leg back. Return to down dog. Let's try our left side. Lift. Bring your knee to nose. Press back up. Pull in on the outside of our left elbows. Push back to 3-legged dog. Find down dog. Let's go through our sun salutation. Back forward to plank. Lower yourself down. Press your chest away from the floor. Curl your toes. You're back to down dog. Bend your knees. Jump or step in. Find your fold. Inhale. Roll all the way up. Exhale, back to fold. Step or jump back to down dog. Now bring your right leg on the outside of your left hand. Your left leg on the outside of your left hand. Press back to down dog. Now the right side. Now getting a little bit of movement in our hips. We're just going to alternate. Press back to down dog, right leg, right foot on the outside of your right hand and elbow. Push back to down dog. Try it on your left side. We're going to do this several times. Right side. I want you to sink into your hip. If you need to, you can even drop the back knee down and then come back to down dog. So choose which option's right for you. But concentrating on breathing and warming up your hips here. You can go at your own pace. Two more times. And finish up. one more time. And then find your way back to your down dog. And let's go through our sun's loop. Bring ourselves forward into plank. Lower yourself down. Push the ground away. Chest opens to the wall in front of you. Curl your toes. You're back to down dog. Bend your knees. Jump in. Roll up. Exhale. Find your fold. Jump or step back. Find your down dog. Now let's take our right leg. Lift all the way up to the ceiling. Bring it through to the hands. And we're in low lunge. Now I don't want your chest resting on your right leg. I want it sort of hovering, fingertips down, but feeling that your legs are fully loaded. From here, sweep your arms to ceiling for lunge. And then we're going to drop our left heel down, square the hips to the right side of the room, find warrior one. Now open up to the front of the room, find warrior two. Arms extend, try to square the hips, hold on to it. Now reach towards the right side of the room, bring your right elbow down, extend your warrior. Now let's cycle back out of that. Bring ourselves back to warrior two. Turn your hip, bring it to warrior one. Lift your left heel, drop into lunge. Bring your hands back down for low lunge and step back to down dog. Now come through our sun salutation. Lower yourself down. Press your chest through. Curl your toes. Back to down dog. Bend your knees. Jump in. Stay low. Sweep your arms. And you're in chair. I want you to lift up just about a half of range, and then I want you to exhale and sink back into your chair. Let's do that again. Stand up a little, and then exhale and sit. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift, and exhale, sit. 1 more time. Lift, and sit into chair, hold. Hands to floor, find a fold, jump or step back, find down dog. We're gonna do the sequence again. Take your right leg all the way up to ceiling, sweep your right leg through, set up low lunge. Fingertips are just lightly supporting you, but your chest is hovering over the leg without resting, keeping your lower body loaded. Take your arms, sweep your arms to ceiling, find lunge. Now drop your left heel, square your hips, drop in. Try to see if you can find a stronger position. Now open up to warrior two, drop in a little stronger. Let's reach to the right side of the room and then set up extended warrior. Can you go here? Yes. Windmill back up to warrior two, and then turn your hip and find warrior one. Unhook your back heel, drop into lunge. Let's bring our fingertips down to the floor. Stay here, and you're gonna step your back leg in and sweep into chair. Just hold. Now squeezing the legs together, arms sweep to ceiling if that's too tough on the shoulders. Keep your hands right in front of your heart. Lift up 1 more time and just sit. Release into fold. Take your left leg back and you're going to turn and face the front of the room. I want everyone to drop your hips and bring yourself up into a squat. Palms together. And I want you to breathe in, release yourself out, and exhale and sit. Lift up and exhale, sit. Up and sit. 1 more time. Lift and sit and hold. Try to sit up nice and tall. Brace your core. Sit the weight of your body into your heels, not the toes. Grip the floor. Then you're going to release just enough and find a fold. And we're going to walk our hands towards the left side of our mat. Now from here, let's go through our flow. Inhale, exhale, jump or step back. Press to down dog. Bring your body forward into plank and lower yourself down to the floor. Press your chest through, up dog. Curl your toes, you're back to down dog. Stay here. This time, take your left leg up towards your ceiling. Sweep your left foot through to your hands. Stay in low lunge. Load the lower body. Brace and sweep your arms. Find high lunge. Drop your right heel, square your hips to the left side of your room. Warrior one, now open up to warrior two. Notice I sometimes widen my feet a little bit so I can sink a little stronger. Let's reach the left side of the room and bring yourself to extended warrior. And we windmill our way back. Come back to warrior two. Turn your hip. Keep your right heel planted. Warrior one. Unhook your right heel. Lunge. Fingertips to the ground. Low lunge. Now step your left foot back. And let's come through our sun salute. Here we go. Into plank. Lower your body down. Push your chest through. Up dog. Curl your toes, you're back to down dog. Jump or step in, find fold, and then from here, sit into chair. Hold on to it. Breathe. Now lift, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, lift, and exhale. 2 more times. Breathe in. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hold your chair. Release into fold. Jump or step back. Find down dog. Lift your left leg straight to ceiling. Sweep your left foot in towards your hands. Fingertips on the side of your foot. Load the lower body, up from low lunge to high. Drop your right heel down, square your hips to the left side of your room. Now, strong turn into warrior two. Reach all the way across and come into extended warrior. Again, the option to come down to the floor. Windmill up to warrior two. Turn your left or your right hip, warrior one. Unhook your right heel, drop into your lunge. Hands to floor, low lunge. Step in, sweep your arms, chair. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Hold your chair. And hands to floor, find a fold, step wide, bend your knees, sit up, keep your arms down this time. Feel the strong in your lower body. Take a breath, palms above the head. Lift up and lower down in on the exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, back in strong. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale. 1 more time. Sink in, hold it. Do it just a couple of seconds. Now release your arms, fold all the way forward, and just stay in a wide fold. Get a good release to your hamstrings. Let some of the tension in your legs release. And we're going to walk our hands back towards the right side and walk ourselves into a forward fold. Now, bring yourself back into chair, fingertips to heart, and we're going to twist. Now, reach all the way up. You can come out of chair, and we're going to switch to the other side. Let's try in and out a few times. Reach all the way up, twist. Try to keep your knees together, and one knee shouldn't protrude further ahead of the other. They should be side by side. Extend all the way up, switch to the other side. So inhale as you extend up, exhale as you come down and twist. Let's do it again. Reach up, get a little bit of vigor with it. Inhale, reach, exhale, twist. Inhale, reach, exhale, twist. So this is one of the places we're going to do both sides, and we're going to stay in this position. I want you to bring yourself to chair, twisted chair, sink into your hips. You don't want your hips up here and your heart down there. Heart should be higher than your hips. Now open your right and left arm nice and wide. See if that gives you a little more range. Take your right leg and your right hand's touching the floor. Take your right leg back. Now you're in a twist. Right hand is down. Left arm is reaching towards the left side of the room. You can reach it all the way up to the ceiling. Eye gaze can follow. Now let's go a little stronger. Either rest your arm here or bring it on the outside. And then your arm just comes down and reaches horizontal all the way to the left side of the room. Hold your twisted lunge. Breathe. You can always go back to the floor for support. Hold on to it. Now we're going to bring our right hand down. You're going to step in with your right leg and reset twisted chair the same side. Now, can we do it on the other side? Sure we can. Reach all the way up. Let's bring ourselves down to twisted chair on your right side. So you're looking away from your device, but if you just focus on your arm and leg that we're moving, you're going to be just fine. Hips lower than the heart. Keep holding chair. Now, take your left hand down to the floor. Take your left leg extended back behind you for a lunge. Reach the right arm up to ceiling. So you have your left hand on the floor, right arms to ceiling, twisting towards your right leg. Now, when you're ready, try to lift your torso so your left hand comes off the floor and bring your left arm on the outside of your right leg. Hold your twisted lunge. Same thing we did on the other side, just the other direction. Keep holding. You can always bring your left hand back down if you need to. We're going to go there anyway. Return your left hand down to the floor. Step in, and you're going to switch the chair to your right side. Hands to floor. Jump or step back. Press to down dog. Let's go through our flow. Bring your body forward to plank. Lower yourself down before your chest meets the floor. Push your chest through. Elbows right by your ribs. Curl your toes. You're back to down dog. And jump or step forward. Find fold. And roll yourself all the way up to extended mountain. Let's do that again. Exhale. Fold all the way forward. Jump or step back. Press the down dog. Bring your body forward. Lower yourself down. Push. Almost there. Curl your toes. Back to down dog. Should feel much warmer. Bend your knees. Jump forward. Find fold. Roll yourself all the way out. And let's step to the center of our mats. Let's just do a quick balance before we head into everything else. Still pretty good? Tree.
623.
Okay, we're good. Just on time.
Oops.
Okay, find our way to tree.
Sorry, buddy.
So let's talk about options for tree. Foot is on the inside of your upper leg. That's way too much, causing a lot of instability. Bring your foot down below the knee. If that's still too much, bring your toes to the floor. Think about bracing here. Think about good posture. Let's find our tree. Just do one sequence on this side and one sequence on the other. Take your arms when you're ready and reach up to your ceiling. Now, if you feel stable enough, try to rock side to side. Yeah, think of yourself a little bit of like a tree blowing in the wind. We've certainly had a lot of wind lately. It's okay if you drop your foot down, right? We're just trying to play with our range, see what our body's capable of doing. Almost there. Hold your tree nice and stable. Now release your right arm, take it underneath your right leg. Now you can stay here and hold. Just make it rock solid, steady, or take your toes and reach all the way out. We're just holding. Now we're going to transition. So if you're holding your toes, bring your hands back to your thigh. Now we're going to shoot our right leg back, arms forward, find warrior three, lock it in. Hips square to the floor. So I want a great warrior three. Square your shoulders to the mat and the floor. Square your hips to the floor. Right leg is extended back the best you can behind your hip. Hold on to it, arms reaching strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Switch sides. Again, short balance. Right or left side, take your left leg on the inside of your right leg. Stand up nice and tall. First, find that steady place where you feel your body's ready to progress. Once you're ready, bring your arms up to ceiling. Find your steady place here. If you want to add the little weeping willow, rotate side to side, challenging your balance. Feeling the ankles, try to figure out how to stabilize your body. And if you're on carpeting, you're adding extra challenge. If you're on hardwood, you may have a little bit more stability. Almost there. How about one more time to each side if you're doing the sway? If you're just holding steady, that's hard too. Now we're going to release our left arm, cradle our left leg. That's where you can stay. Right arm out for a little balance help. If you would like to go further, we're just going to go out for a hold. So you can stay here and hold, or go out further and hold. Woo. You might find one side's harder. That's okay. Lock it in. Don't collapse in. You want to maintain your posture here. Last 5 seconds. And then release. And we're going to shoot our left leg back behind us. Find warrior three. Ooh. Square your hips, square your shoulders. And then release your arms, release your legs, shake out your feet. I sprained my ankle about 10 years ago, pretty bad. They actually told me if I had broken it, that would have been a better thing to do than my sprain. I don't know. But anytime I'm in a balance, that ankle always bothers me. Okay, let's stand up nice and tall. Last balance before we start to work a little bit of core. Let's lift our heels up off the mat. Standing up as tall as you can. Arms are coming out to the side. Keep a flat back. And I want you to hinge forward while you try to keep your heels off. Those in body flow know this is diver's pose. I want you working your calves to hold on to this position. Flat back. I'm going to show it from the side for anyone who's trying to figure it out. Arms wide, legs extended, heels lifted, flat back. Arms stretched out and reaching to the side walls. Hold on to it. Take another deep breath or two. And drop your heels, bend your knees, roll yourself up. And let's turn towards the right side of our mat. And I'm going to have you come down to tabletop. Hands under shoulders. Knees under hips. I want you to round your back once up and round or arch your back down once. And then find the middle of both of those. Right arm, left leg, reach. Now, I'm just going to start you off with a hold. Try to level your hips. And this time we're holding. Just kind of have a feeling of where one hip is in relation to the other hip. Embrace your core. Tighten through the glutes a bit, especially the one on your left side. Now, take your right arm and left leg out on a diagonal. And all you're going to do is you're going to drop your hand down, trap the toes, and you're going to lift. Try it again. If this is too much, bring your arm and leg back to the center position, and you can do the same thing from there. Brace your core, lift, without letting the rest of your body move. We're going to focus on core to stabilize us. Lift. 2 more. On this last one, I want you up. I want you to hold. Then bring your right arm, left leg back to center and return back to tabletop. Do the other side. Left arm, right leg. Just start out with a strong hold. Checking out the hips. Level them to each other. Shoulders as well. Take your left arm, right leg out on your diagonal. Hold on. Bracing your core. Now down, tap the floor. You notice when we tap, we're not resting on either our left arm or our right leg. We're just using it to feel the floor and lift back up without moving the rest of your body. Lower and lift. Breathe through. Don't hold your breath. Couple more times. And on the second one here, we're going to hold. Bring your right arm, left arm, or right leg and left arm back to center. Come back to tabletop and roll yourself up. I want your arms up to ceiling. Now, we're going to hinge forward. My hips are hinging back. And I'm going to fold as if I'm going down to the floor. And then I'm going to bring myself all the way back in. So if you notice, I don't touch the floor. Sit back, brace, and lift. It's called your bow. Inhale. Sitting back, press your hips forward. Let's go 3 or 4 more times. And one more time. And stay right here. Let's bring it into camel. Right hand down to right ankle. Left arm up towards your ceiling. Come into half camel. Think about pressing your hips forward. Opening up your chest. Reach. And then we're going to lift up. Reach up to the ceiling and switch sides. And then let's do it one more time to each side. Left arm reaches up, right hand comes back down. Press your hips forward. Take your right arm up to ceiling, left hand down. Last time. And left arm back up, arms come down, hands to floor. Take a breath, little cat-cow. Breathe in and out a couple of times. And we're going to take ourselves into plank. So hands under shoulders. Come off your knees. Find plank. We're going to drop down to the floor, just like we did in our vinyasa or sun salutation. And then open up to side plank. And you're going to be able to do this on your own. Take your time, down, press back to plank, rotate to side plank, down, up, back to side plank, down, up, side plank. Take your time, you can even move a little bit faster. But you definitely want good, strong movement. So finding a pace that works well for you. Just going to do it one more time to each side. Last one. Find your way back to plank. Drop the knees, sit back to child's pose. And we're going to bring ourselves into down dog. We're going to move into a little flexibility here, right here at the end of our class. Take your left leg all the way up to ceiling. We're going to bend our left knee and open your hip. Try not to rotate the shoulders. So once you feel your shoulders are starting to rotate, square the shoulders back to the floor. Now sweep your left foot on the outside of your left hand. We're going to keep the back knee off the floor for a moment. And I want you to square yourself to the floor. Eye gaze not directly down, but a little bit in front of you. And I want you to rock the hips side to side. You can even take your left foot a little wider. So if you're really feeling restricted, walk your foot out a little wider, away from your hand, and that's going to give you a little bit more freedom in your hip. So find what's most comfortable, and then drop your right knee down, and then relax a little more. Now, to get a little bit stronger into this stretch, you're going to walk one. Your right side is probably the better side to start with. Bring yourself down to your forearm. On your next exhale, see if you can lower down onto your left forearm. Again, moving your foot out a little bit wider. That allows more freedom to move into the stretch. Now I just want you to hold it. And you're going to walk yourself up. Lift the back knee, and then return our left foot and leg behind us. Let's go to the right side. Lift your right leg up towards your ceiling. Bend your right knee and open your hip. Again, reassessing your shoulders if they're starting to rotate with your hip. And bring your right leg on the outside of your right hand and stay high and rock side to side. Again, placing your foot a little away from your right hand just to open up the hip a little further if you need that. And then bring yourself down onto your left knee. Continue to rock. Then we're going to try to lower ourselves even further, taking our left arm down. And if you feel there's movement, bring your right forearm down and then just settle in. And then we're going to walk ourselves up, press back to down dog, and step your right leg forward and come into a wide fold. I'm going to have you drop down onto your knees into the frog pose. We have one more for our hips to do, and then we'll just stretch our hamstrings, and then you can move on with the rest of your day. Okay, just bring yourself down to your forearms, walk it back. Try to sit your hips back behind you on the floor. Maybe walk your elbows in just a little bit closer to your legs. And we're going to slowly come out. And to come out of frog, you always want to move forward until your hips are completely relaxed. Tuck them in a little bit, but we're going to stay in our wide position and come into our wide fold. Knees are soft. Fingertips to the ground. I want you to let go through your neck and shoulders. Feel a deep stretch all the way down the back of your legs. If you want a little bit more, you can cradle your elbows. And before we roll up, you certainly can stay there longer, but I need to complete class so we can move into planks with Pete. But to come out of this, bend your knees. You're going to roll yourself all the way up. Lift your head. Take a breath. Arms reach up. Step in. Just take a big deep breath in. Exhale and fold. And breathe all the way back up. Nice work, everyone. I hope you have a great Thursday. Meet up with Pete in a minute or two, and I will see you tomorrow for strength. Have a good one.